What's up, guys? I just wanted to make a video of my 1984 Camaro Z28. I've had this car for almost 2 years. Oh yeah, it sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah. I've done a lot with it. It is 100% a very, very small budget build. Everything I did was like, I wouldn't say the cheapest parts I can find, but somewhat the cheapest parts I can find. As you can see on the exterior, the paint is a matte white. I can put pictures here. When I first got it, I don't know what it was, maybe all primered out, a bunch of gray, white, darker gray. It was a complete mess. There was rust holes right up here. I filled in. It's starting to come out again, but again, this is not perfect. I just got a bunch of white cans from AutoZone and sprayed it all around. Same thing with this, black AutoZone paint, did the spoiler. Same thing with the side mirrors, as you can see. But with this car, I didn't want it to be just a basic old school Camaro. I got these nice halo LED headlights. The hood pins were there when I bought it. I would much more rather have the pole in the interior, but what are you gonna do? But the cool thing is, what I installed was under here, we actually got side view cameras. That's also on the back side or on the other side. And in the back side, I also do have a rear view camera. So I thought that was pretty cool to install. I will show you when we get inside, but I am missing one of the old Z28 hub centers there. I guess I should get that. And I do have the old Z28 that went there, but I wanted to buy new ones because it was pretty dang old and destroyed. But yeah, that's the exterior. Alright, now on the interior, I did get 5% tint. Preferably I wanted 20, but again, this is budget, so I went to Walmart and got some tint, and the only thing they had at the time was 5%, so I got 5%. I wanted to get also tint in the back, but I'll get there eventually. So this interior was originally gray. I spray painted every single interior part black. I think it turned out pretty damn good. I also swapped out the carpet. The carpet was gray, it was a mess. I swapped it out for a brand new carpet that's nice and black. While I did that, I checked my floor pans. It is perfect. Let me turn off the car here. So I did check my floor pans. They are pretty good. I unrusted them. There was a hole in the transmission tunnel, but I filled that in. I also added insulation all throughout the interior under the carpet. I got these Amazon insulation sheets, just stuck them on, and I think it sounds pretty damn good under here. Some of the insulation in. I might still do more, but if I don't, this is basically what it's looking like. And then the new back carpet. Yep. I replaced the interior lights with also LED lights. It's there, the passenger side and the top. Like I said, there is no hood pull, but I used that spot actually to put this control thing right here. And let me show you. That control thing is for the cameras. Let me turn the power on. So I got my screen right here, budget screen. I think probably only $100. All I really wanted was a screen for the cameras to use and to get Bluetooth. So that serves those purposes. So really all I go is that goes to the adapter down there. And I got that adapter so I can have multiple cameras on at once. So if I'm driving, just like kind of like a Tesla, I thought that idea was really cool. So I can have multiple of my cameras on at once. Now, as you can see, you're not really seeing anything. It didn't really work out as planned since this car is so low, and because the angle, all it really does, I guess if I really wanted to use it, it helps me get as close to a curb as I wanted to if I'm parking. Do I really use that? No, because I use my side mirrors, as useful as those can be. I don't really know. This one, when I'm driving, no matter how much I face it, it will, because the car shakes so much, it'll just move out of spot, so it's kind of useless. But it's still a cool concept. I think if I was to do it next time, I would definitely put it on the door itself for it to actually work. But it's still cool. This middle switch does not do anything. I couldn't put a wire down there, so this, every time I shift, when this moves forward, it would go and hit the wire if I did place a wire there. So this doesn't actually do anything. This is the rear view camera, but the wire actually snapped back in the trunk, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But yeah, as you could imagine, everybody knows what a camera does. And this right here is my electric fan. I don't know if you could hear it turn on, probably not. But when I bought the car, the electric fan was actually put in, which is great and all. Electric fans are very convenient. However, it was completely automatic, ran straight directly from the battery. So every time I turned the car off after driving it, the fan would run continuously until it cools the engine down. I don't really see why I need that if the car's already off and sitting. I feel like it's just gonna drain my battery. So I got a relay and I put it in the engine bay. I will show you. And I hooked the relay up to this switch. And so if in the event I wanted to just chill here, listen to music with my power on, I can flip this switch off and the fan will not turn on. But if I'm driving and everything, I just leave the switch on, and then with the switch on, it will take the temperature from the thermostat and, well, run like a normal electric fan. All right, but with the rest of the interior, again, we got our headlights right here. 1 click is daytime, 2 clicks is headlight. This switch doesn't really do anything. I just put it in for future proofing. I think what I would want to do with that is if I got LED lights on the bottom maybe, or if I wanted to get, I was thinking about getting LED lights around this, so at nighttime it'd look pretty dang cool in here. So we will see. The car, this over here, the stick, it did come with cruise control, but I kind of, when I bought the car, it only came with half of the cruise control in the engine compartment, so I just ripped the rest out. Cruise control doesn't do anything, but still, we got this over here. I actually ripped this one out from a 4th gen Camaro in a junkyard. I thought, I mean, you can see all the text. The one I got was all like rubbed out and everything, so that's actually pretty cool there. Obviously, this is not the stock steering wheel. This is the steering wheel that came with the car when I bought it. No, I do not have the original steering wheel. That would be cool if I did. Unfortunately, no horn there. What are you gonna do? The back seats and the passenger seats, these are the original seats that came with the car. When I bought the car, unfortunately, the driver's seat that was matching those other two, it was powered, so there is a powered switch down here. Unfortunately, it didn't come with a seat bracket. So luckily for me, my dad, when he was younger, my age about, he had a 2nd gen Camaro, but he really liked the 3rd gen Camaro seats. So back then when these cars were more common, he went to the junkyard occasionally just to see what they got, and he found one of the 3rd gens in a junkyard. And he really liked these black seats, as do I. These are freaking amazing. And he planned on putting them in his Camaro, but he never did. So all they really did was sit in the attic of my grandparents' house. And when I told him I bought the car and there's no seat bracket, he's like, oh man, you know what? I think I might have 3rd gen seats from a long time ago. Go check. And here we are. Unfortunately, we have no clue what happened to the rest of the seats. This was the only seat that was left. But hey, it was the only seat that I needed, so it works out. I really like the seat. The only problem is right here, but you could always fix that. This seat and the passenger seat never came with these seatbelt holders. I have no idea why. So I took this off of a 4th gen Camaro, I believe. Had to do the unfortunate slit right there to slide it in. But you gotta do what you gotta do. The other side never got one. Let me go over there in a second, but this is the back seat. Seats are in really good condition, and I think the carpet sat in pretty well despite this. For me putting it in, again, I'm not no professional. Always got the extra toolkit on deck because you never know what's gonna happen with these cars. But we got these 2 speakers right here. I want to replace them soon because that one right there is newer than the other ones, and you can definitely hear the difference, and it's kind of getting on my nerves. Now you might be asking, why does this dash pad look a little good? This is like a leather wrap or something that the previous owner put on, but under this, well, I guess as you can see in the lighting, there are cracks. It is cracked as shit. Same thing with this right here. There's cracks like right there, but to cover it up and make it look pretty, I guess that does the job, I suppose. All right. All right. Oh, had to unlock the door there. It was locked. That was embarrassing. So this is the passenger side. Again, 5% tint, yada yada. The unlock and lock button, funny story. If you could see over there, that is the right orientation for the buttons. But when I bought them, I bought 2 of them, and for some reason I didn't think it through, and I put the other one over here. But because I bought 2 of the driver's side, where it says lock is actually unlock, and where it says unlock is actually lock. So you got to remember that if you press lock, you're actually unlocking the door more. You press unlock, you're locking it. So you have to spam unlock for it to actually unlock. But yeah, it's whatever. You got your Z28. This is actually the high output motor. There was a lower output motor, but also a V8. This is the top of the line in 1984. And as you could tell, I forgot to mention, this is a 1984 car. However, the kit that's on it, on the bottom there, the bottom here, the hood, this is a IROC from, I think IROC started in 1986, if I'm right. I don't even remember. But the kit is from a IROC. I think the 84 original front, the fog lights right here, or the blinkers, sorry, were in more in the bumper. I don't believe it used that grill. I'm not quite sure though. But back over here again, the seat doesn't have the seatbelt holder for whatever reason. So to prevent this flying in the wind, I kind of just slid it right under there. The seatbelt hold right here, I painted it. It's a little bad. I definitely could have done a better job, but from a distance it looks really good, nice and black instead of a faded out gray. All right, and over here in the trunk, not really much. Obviously you got your flip up and down license plate. Back in the older cars where this keyhole would be, that's where the gas tanks would be, as you older car fans would know. I think that would have been cool. But I also got a new carpet back here. They're 2 separate things. This one didn't sit in as well as the other one, but what are you gonna do? And down here is where a lot of people would put their big ass extra speakers back here, but I never got around to that yet. I just have a bunch of junk down there. And here's also where your, technically I guess you can call it, your glove box is, because there is no glove box in there, so you'd have to go back here and put whatever you want in here. All right, so removing the clips from the hood, let's open up this bad boy right here. So this is the Chevy small block 305. You know, you got your carburetor I had to replace because the original one was all ripped apart. The previous owners, I have no clue what they were doing, but the whole entire wiring was messed up. When I tell you, I had to take a lot of rides to the junkyard and hope that I can find other 3rd gen Camaros to just rip apart their wiring harness just to find my missing parts. It was a mess, but in the end, I guess they were trying to do a complete computer delete and smog delete and all that, but they just never finished it. The smog is not here, but the computer still is, so it runs as well as it can be. Right here is the relay for the electric fan. Without the relay, it was a mess. Every time the fan turned on, it like blew some fuses and shit. Oh my god, it was bad. But my dad definitely helped me out with that. My dad was a huge part in this. When I bought this car, I knew absolutely nothing. That's kind of the purpose of me wanting to buy this, because old school cars are definitely one of the easiest cars to learn, I think, in my opinion, when you're starting from no knowledge. I got a new windshield wiper fluid because, as everybody knows, this stuff turns very, very yellow, and it's disgusting. This is a whole wiring mess, as you can see everywhere. But back to the carburetor. This is a 4-barrel carb. I got the Edelbrock air cleaner right there. I had the factory one, but the factory one has 2 tubes coming out in each direction, and I didn't have the tubes. Plus, the previous owner did not think it through, and right where these hood pins go is exactly where the tubes would go, so it's just never gonna work out, unfortunately. I did get new valve covers. What else did I do? I painted that. New battery, obviously, it's old. Back to where the switch is that I said I didn't do anything with yet. I ran a extra wire down here. It's just sitting there. That goes all the way to over there in case I wanted to do something and hook it directly to the battery in the future. Oh, there is a truck parking over there. Sorry about that. But, yeah, nothing much, over here. Well, I forgot to mention, this is a PSI for the gasoline. Before, I wanted to make sure that it's getting the right pulsations and my fuel pump is working. It was working, the gauge said, but I just got a new fuel pump anyway, because why not? I got a new alternator. This alternator, I think the factory alternator, God, I don't think it made more than like 80. But at the same time, at the year it was at, you didn't really need to. I think I bought a 120 because the cameras, in case I want to put more in. So always good to future-proof. My compressor does, it works. I definitely need a new compressor for the AC to work. But I also got a new distributor. As you can see, the 2, we had to number all the cylinders, or not the cylinders, but where the sparks would go, because that was also, I forgot why me and my dad replaced it. I think it was making some odd noises. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that is all for the engine bay. Back in the interior, not that it matters much, but I painted with gloss black. Oh, hey, it's me. I painted with gloss black the e-brake holder. Originally from the factory, this car was a leather one, and it was all ripped up. So, again, just like a lot of things in this car, you'll notice, junkyard, got it. I also included a cup holder because these cars never came with cup holders. They're just held on by the 2 screws over here. It does the job. I wouldn't trust it with huge things, but it definitely does the job, and it's really nice. I also replaced the cigarette lighter right here. This fits very well. It charges super fast. I mean, I'm actually really impressed with this. I love this. I mean, I don't smoke cigarettes. I really don't need a cigarette lighter. This just tells the temperature of the vent. I mean, I don't really need to say much about that. The speedometer actually does not work. I don't even remember if it worked when I bought the car, but I think I need to change the gear in the transmission, the speedometer gear, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I haven't gotten around to that, but all the other gauges work. Oil pressure, the temperature there, the battery, they all work. It's pretty perfect. Honestly, overall, I'm really surprised that this car even is still around. And despite the poor paint job that I did, me and my dad had a blast with it. He was a huge help with every single thing in this car. Again, I didn't know anything. And for a budget build, I mean, it's here, it's running, and it's quite fun to mess around with. Of course, it has problems. It's broken down before, honestly, by my error of not understanding what's going on. But overall, I would never take any experience back that I had with this car. And it's just cool that it's here, you know. I really love it, and let's give you one more hearing of what it sounds like.